is a tarot and energy healing life coaching business. I want to do a walkthrough for you guys with these energy oracle cards. So I originally had planned on opening them with you guys, but I could not get the box top off of the bottom. It took me like 5 minutes to take this piece off, so I didn't want to waste your time with that. So just now, if you do order this deck, it might be a struggle to get it open. That being said, I will probably find a bag for these because I don't know. I don't know why it was like that. Anyway, so these are the energy oracle cards by Sandra and Taylor. And these are designed to reveal both the present energy you project and the results you're likely to attract. So I was very interested in these because my life coaching and my tarot readings are law of attraction based. So this appealed to me. My plan is to trim the borders off potentially, depending on what they look like, as well as edge them. And I'm gifting them to my mentor, who is an energy worker. So it does come with a pretty thick guidebook, which I like, which means there's a lot of content in here. The guidebook, the pictures are pretty small and not in color, but I would prefer there to be a lot of writing and thought put into the cards versus staring at basically a duplicate of the card. So yes, I am happy with the potential of this guidebook. I am not happy with the box because that was ridiculous. These are by Hay House. Hay House is hit or miss with their cardstock and things like that. So I want to kind of see how that is going to go. I did also take the little binding off in my frustration of trying to open the box. I was just like, I'm just taking it off. So it has 53 cards. I'm just going to go through these like very quickly so you can see the images, and I'll probably do a reading with them later before I do any edging. For those of you that do like to do mods on your decks, the borders are not very even. If you see, there's definitely shading differences, and this banner here would be cut off if you trim them. So I will definitely be edging them. The backs are really pretty. The backs are a nice mandala. My favorite kind of color scheme, so cool with me. So I'm just going to quickly go through these pictures for you. I'm not sure if there's any numerological aspects when I went through the table of contents. It did look like a blend of maybe like some chakra stuff, some angels. So I'm not really sure how I feel about that. By myself, I'm not a practicing Christian. But to me, that doesn't mean that the angels don't exist. I'm just not really sure how they fit into my personal belief system. So the images on the cards, I mean, they're definitely glossy. It seems like so far with the titles and images, most likely you can use these intuitively without having to have the guidebook, but the guidebook does look like it has some interesting philosophy behind it. So I'll go through this table of contents with you once we're done with these pictures. Oh, hey now. Caring connections. I mean, everybody loves that. So obviously this is a very, not very diverse, but a lot of times oracle cards are kind of like that. Okay. Envy, all right. Yin and yang, so it does all tied up. Okay, she's interesting. Like, she's alluring to me. That's an interesting, almost has an Eight of Swords vibe. So it kind of has some tarot vibes here and there. Adjacent possibilities. That's interesting as well. So you can see these are all, you know, your typical white heterosexual oracle deck, which, you know, is nothing wrong with that if that's what you're looking for. I would not care either way, but that's just me personally. But if you're somebody that would prefer a deck that depicts a little more diversity in it, this is not going to be the deck that you're looking for so far. Okay, so here we have the angel. So this deck is correlating chakras to different archangels, so that will be an interesting concept to look at. Here we have the second chakra with the archangel Ariel. Okay, so that to me is interesting. I do like this chakra angel combination. I don't know what that means because I haven't read it or studied it, but I like new concepts, so that's interesting to me. So this is all chakra angel correlation. Woman holding a coin. Okay, so it's pretty pretty literal there. All right. Man holding a coin. Okay. A woman holding a heart. So we got, these might be kind of court cardish. It looks, let's see if it keeps going that way. The thinking man. Interesting. All right, so it does look like we do have some king and queens here of suits. So we had the man and woman holding a coin, which I'm going to just assume is her version of the king and queen of pentacles. The heart, queen and king of cups. Now we have the thinking man and the thinking woman. We do not have anything wand related so far. So I do see some tarot elements here. What is Healer of the Ages, which I think is Jesus. I think this is Jesus, or supposed to be Jesus. So, and then the Goddess of the Moon. Okay, so that is the deck. So it's definitely pulls a lot of Christian New Age elements into it, which is actually perfect for my mentor because that is kind of her vibe. The cardstock is okay. These would be pretty easy to shuffle, I think. As far as oracle cards go, they're not that big. They're not as big as like the Enchanted Map or other Colette Baron Reed oracle decks. So if you like a smaller deck, then these are a little easier to handle. If you want to trim them, the borders are on the backs are super trimmable. It just has that blue border, and the front, I would have to see. So that blue border, it does not, okay, so this is annoying. So this blue border here does not line up here. It ends up being like right in the middle of this. So if you do a clean cut on the back, it's not gonna be clean cut on the front. Now, if you did a clean cut on the front and just trimmed this outside darker gold, that actually might work really well because that outside darker gold ends that banner right there. So you wouldn't be cutting into that banner. It's a natural termination there. You would lose like some of this gradient, but you have it here with the second border. So if you want to trim the first border off, then if you trimmed the first border off, it would leave this blue border about half of the width. So I'm not sure if I'm going to trim these because I'm not keeping them, but I am going to edge them I'll probably edge them in like a lavender purple because there's a lot of blue here, but there's just like a little bit of lavender there, and I think that'll make the edges pop pretty well. If I was going to keep this deck, I definitely would probably cut this darker outside border off and leave this smaller one, and then just deal with like the half a border here, because it's not, I mean, it'll still be there. You would have to be super accurate though, otherwise you're gonna have kind of like different sized, obvious like sized borders there. Once again, this is Energy Oracle cards. I am going to do a reading with it later. I am very interested in reading the guidebook. So it looks like, looking at the guidebook, it gives you keywords, it gives you the upright meaning, it gives you a reversed meaning, and then it gives you kind of an affirmation to go with each one. And there are no spreads in here, so there's no recommended spreads. And there is, oh, I lied, there are recommended spreads. They're in the very beginning. Typically they're in the back, I feel like, but she does go over preparing the reading and things like that. So thank you for watching my video of the walkthrough of Energy Oracle cards. The hardest box I have literally ever had to open. Quick demonstration, cannot open the box. So it's getting easier. I probably will I'm gifting this, so I don't know if it gets easier, I'll gift her the box as well. But I don't know if this box, I might get her a nice bag to go with it. But once again, my name is Azure, and my webpage is azurehealingarts.com, and my handle on Facebook and Twitter is also Azure Healing Arts. Please like my page and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna start doing more videos, and I am open for readings, both online and in person. Right now I'm in Virginia Beach, but I'm going to be moving to Southern California here in a few months. So right now I'm trying to get my business online mostly, so I can service wherever I'm living, because I move around a lot. So thank you for watching. Please leave me a comment if you have a particular deck or even oracle card deck that you would like a walkthrough for. I would like to have organic walkthroughs, because I like that element of surprise, not knowing what I'm going to look at. But once again, this box was such a pain to open that you would have been staring at me saying the F word for like 5 minutes. So thank you very much. Have a good day.